I dropped my clothing brand this week. I dropped my clothing brand on Thursday, which was should be the link in the bio. Let me just check just to make sure. I did drop it this week. And I'm excited, man. I'm always excited dropping things, and I think that, like, it just pushes me to just keep going. Oh no, the link is in my link tree. Okay, cool. Yeah, it just pushes me just to keep going and dropping new things and just creating. The toughest part about being an entrepreneur is is there. The toughest part about being an entrepreneur is just like creating a product, and in your mind, I'm gonna really give it a concept of like, imagine you going to school. Well, you're in school. You have, I guess you're writing a paper, and you think you're writing like the best paper in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when you're writing that paper, and you think like that paper is fire, like you're creating your story, your thesis, whatever is going on, and then you give it to the teacher, and then the teacher gives you back the paper, and it has all reds, like everything is red, like you have so much mistakes on the paper. That is pretty much the concept of entrepreneurship until you get it right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once you get entrepreneurship right, like once everything is hitting and going, like and it takes some time, just like, you get your paper back, you get your reds, like, your market edits that you got to fix up, and after that, then you go back to the drawing board, you fix it up again, and then you go back again to the drawing board. Like, you know what I'm saying? That is I would say, like, that's kind of like the best mindset of entrepreneurship. So that's what I gotta say to that. I think let me see. I came up with the idea. I mean, no, actually, I did. One of the first pieces was, I think, 2016 or 2017, or maybe earlier than that, or 2015, around that time. Design, coming up with ideas to make clothes and stuff like that. I do think clothing is like one of the hardest industries to get into. I think that you have to be, everything has to line up right, and you have to be you have to be, I would say, not known to say, but you have to be popular or be in the right circles. I would say, like, the thing for me is just like, I'm not in no circles. I'm just pretty much like just dolly, like, so just like starting from the ground up. But good thing in today's world, we got social media, and we got all these avenues that we can keep trying to create create things that we don't have to be in the forefront of everybody else. But it's always good to know. It's always good to know somebody, I would say. And going back to this, so as an entrepreneur, I think that is my calling for me. I don't really see myself not working for a long time, but working until I get to the goal that I want, and I'll be working. It's not. I wouldn't say it doesn't become work. It just becomes more of, you're doing the things that you enjoy, so it's never really work for you, and it's just coming up with just better things to do. And that's what I would say. So, like, this is probably, I don't know what drop this is, I would say. I kind of lost count. But I dropped this hoodie that I designed. I'm going to show you guys, which is, I think is like one of my best pieces so far. I'm going to put it up on the screen for you. So this is my website, Lexicon. I made a lot of changes to it from how it originally looked. So go on, you see the logo, you see the about, who I am, how the story pretty much started, and stuff like that. This is the hoodie. This is the hoodie that I made. I'm about to show you how it looks. So it's like really nice. You got puff print right here. You got PVC right here, and we also have what is it, DFG, DTG, direct to garment. Yeah, it was like pretty much. And I think I missed so much layers to add to the website more to let people see it. But if you guys go to my Instagram, like the Lexicon Instagram, you'll see people wearing it and people quality of the hoodie. Um, it's actually this. I did the design. I think it's like a year for now. So pretty much. Let me show you guys. Let me get on mini camera. So this is the hoodie right here, right? If you guys can see. So as you see, like I said before, inside here I have it double layered with 360 GSM, which is like the type of quality and thickness of the fabric right here. What is this? No, this is not KY zipper, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty good zipper. I tested this out for about a year. Yeah, for a full year. So like I've said to you before, Lexicon is a brand, and it's a PVC, as you can see. So it's not gonna come off as easy. This, of course, has went through multiple washes in a wash machine. And let's see. Right here is this puff print, which is actually pretty good puff print. Puff print is actually my favorite. As you see, I'm wearing Cactus Plant Flea Market, Free Thug, and you can see the puff print right here. My other puff print hoodie has been cracking from Cactus Flea Market, but I don't know what they use right here, and this is not cracking. So that's why it took a long time. So I wanted to test it to see how well it does, and under a couple washes and stuff like that. And this is the back. I would say this is the back of it. This is really, really good. Also put this through the wash a couple times. You're not gonna be disappointed if you guys go on the website and cop, show support, you know. But yeah, that's the hoodie that I made. There's so much other things that I came out with. Like I came out with solid color hoodies, but they're samples, and I'm just waiting till this run, my first run, gets sold out, and I could just create more. Cause like, you know, that's the thing about entrepreneurship, is just like a lot of people be upset or not at the greatest mood because they hadn't. They like I said, the whole concept of creating is just like, all right, cool. You come out with something you wanted to sell out. You see other people. You go on YouTube. You see other people's videos. You want it to sell out, and then you'll be excited about it. Like, you know, of course, like you came out with a project. Everybody bought into it. Everybody bought it, and it sold out. Then you can 9 times out of 10. You're not making profit. You're just that same amount of money that you're making. You're just reinvesting it to make more product, to put more product out. Like, I already have a new design in my head that I want to move forward with, but I can't move forward. I can move forward to make samples to test it out in the meantime, which is more than likely what I'll do. I'll probably start working on it probably the end of February or next month. But my main focus will be making sure all these hoodies are sold before I reinvest into some more, reinvest more money into things that's not moving. Because then again, at the end of the day, like, I know when I first started this, it was very frustrating and very difficult because it's just like I made shirts. As you know, like when you're starting, you're gonna do the most affordable thing and the cheapest thing, like, you know, not cheapest, but you're gonna try your best. But I made shirts. I still have them from when I made them from 2024, and it's just like you're going. My mindset was like, You're going on a website. You're seeing, like, if you go on Shopify, you could see sessions. I think it's all sessions, right? But the sessions is not converting to sales, and that's can be very frustrating. I think at a point in time I was like depressed about it. I was just like, I don't understand. Like, should I give up? Should I not move forward? Should I just quit this? Or maybe this is not for me. But and I actually ended up taking a break. I was like, damn, this shit's not going. I'm doing so much. I'm investing so much money. I'm not, nothing is moving. I did actually make some cool socks. I'm actually going to put it back on the website. Everybody actually really, 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 really love those socks. It's called Lexicon Rock Socks. And I actually have a better concept of how I'm going to do it better so it could last longer. But as well, those took a long amount of time, like, you know what I'm saying? And especially, like, if you don't have a warehouse, if you don't have, like, multiple people working on it, it's really honestly just me and my mom. So it's just like, she do her part and I do my part, and then we come together. So it's just like, it takes time, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't understand that. And then you're not paying for the product, really. You're paying for the person's story, the vision, like, to seeing where it's going to go in the next 10 to 5 years later down the line. That's what you're paying for, like, that's how I see it. It's just like, as a young entrepreneur, like, that's what you're paying for, the support. That's what you're doing to allow them to keep growing and putting more work into their project, like, so take a look at it. I don't think you'll be disappointed with the product, and I'll of course appreciate the support. And anyway, even if you do a repost, retweet, whatever, it'll be great. And then we're also gonna keep coming out with more stuff. I already see how fashion is going into now. It's making a different change. We are leaving the baggy clothes in 2025, and we're going with the more fitted, which I think is cool. I think it's very, like, the baggy sometimes is just like, let's say 2008, 2009. I was like the baggy fashion era, and then we was going into the gothic, like, mixed with the baggy. And that's where, like, Balenciaga really led that whole movement. And I like it. Not too baggy. I've always stayed, like, right on the cusp. Of course, I got big, so I had to wear some things that fit me. But yeah. So that's my story. That's Lexicon the brand. We also got we're doing content with the cooking stuff. As you guys know, we do shorts for the cooking videos. We're gonna do some IRLs as well too. We did one for the new year. So at least I'm trying to get like two IRLs for every month, at least 2 IRLs. And I think starting off now. And I also figured out how to do my own backpack. I'm gonna be working on that too. So IRLs are gonna be getting better. There's not gonna be no more drops, and I'm so looking forward to that. But going into this fashion thing, one of the things that we had on the list was talking about Kai Cenat's first video. I think that was very interesting. It actually